when you're standing at it, a lot of the times it's going to be bigger than. But I know that you face harder days than this. You've been in struggles that's been greater than this one. And you can't come here and just die here and believe that the grace of God is not on you still. You can't just come to places like this. You don't stand in front of stuff that's bigger than you and defeat you in your mind. Well, the mental process of you going through it is that you telling you that you won't survive it, that it'll defeat you. I need you to know on today that if it's standing against you, then I know that the only reason it faces you is because God has ordained for you that you are able to fight it and win against it because you faced it. It's lions and bears may have been facing you, but know that it could not stand before you before it fell at the feet of you. And I know that I think it's something that may be missed in the text. I think he calls it by name because somebody needs to know that some stuff you face, it has a name and it needs to be called. Where you can't be 13 trying to handle stuff. You can't be 24 and haven't healed from stuff that happened when you was 5 and 6. You can't be lied to and left and act like that stuff don't offend or affect. He said, I've been fighting lions and bears, and I know it's big because he names it. And I think somewhere you got to call it out. Call out the enemy as you see it, that they lying, that they seem to attack when they're supposed to be friendly, that it seems like it really wants the worst for me. But God, I'm naive enough to believe that everybody connected wants the best for me. He says he calls it by name, lions and bears. And these are fierce things because David is called to be a shepherd. So he's a shepherd boy. He hasn't even been promoted to shepherd. And he's out there on the field defending the herd, and then the attack comes. The attack only comes when you're called to lead people on the right. That you got to know that the calling that's over you is ordained, that you face the fight that you look at in front of you. The only reason that the enemy attacks you is because you are called to do greater things than what you thought you were able to do. So I've been facing it, but he had to be in the field to face it. He had to be in the battle to face it. He had to be in the fight to face it. He had to show up faithful to be able to face it. And I know that you're facing it. I know you're facing it, and standing in the face of it, it looks crazy. I know it looks bigger. I know it looks like it's going to defeat you, but I know that you can defend your faith against the giant because you've been fighting lions and bears. You got to look at the enemy on today and tell him, man, I know that this looks hard, but I've been through worse stuff than this before. This won't take me out. It won't absolutely kill me. It may stress me, but believe you, it won't lead to a stroke for me. I know that I can overcome it because everything that I've been through has been preparing me for what I look at, for what I face, what stands in front of me. And then he says, I will kill you. To the king about the giant. I ain't even facing it, but I'm talking about it. I'm talking about the house that is to come. I'm talking about everything that the kids are being educated in the right school systems. I'm talking about everything that the relationship at home is getting better. I'm talking about everything that is ordained through faith for me to speak that it's going to happen, is that I declare it in front of great people who have no value of speaking in my future if I cannot will my word through faith to say that it won't kill me, but I can have it, hold it, I can obtain it, I can overcome it, conquer it, be delivered from it, be healed of it. David says, I've been facing it, but I know in this fight, everything that you face is not to kill you, but it's to help better determine inside of you that you can, you will, and by God, on today, David did.